Hey guys, Prepared Wanderer here in the Prepared Wanderer Man Cave today, and I'm starting a new video series called Budget Bushcraft. And so what does that mean? Well, what I want to do is I want to review budget gear for the beginning bushcrafter. I think there's a lot of options out there, but sometimes there's not a lot of information around those options because, you know, even myself, I tend to like to show all the new high-end gear that I get, but I forget that there are people out there who are on a fixed income. They're just starting out, you know, they're students, whatever, so they really need some options and want to see some options of different types of gear. So what I'm going to show today is a couple of bags that can be utilized for bushcraft and for other things too, and we'll get into that. So stay tuned. It's going to be kind of a neat series, and thanks for watching. Alright, so what we're looking at today is two different haversack options for people on a budget. Now, the haversack is kind of a different concept for hiking or camping or bushcraft. It's a lightweight bag that you carry on your shoulder, and it carries just the essentials. It's not a full-blown overnight kit like a backpack would be. You know, haversacks have been utilized by soldiers in the field since the beginning of military history, really, and they tend to carry either food or lightweight items that they need to get access to quickly that supplements what's in their backpack. So this is not overnight gear necessarily. This is something that you would throw over your shoulder and just carry a few essentials with you, possibly food, water, you know, the 10 C's of survival, whatever you want to call it, all those little essential items that we want to keep ourselves safe and secure when we're in the woods. So these are two great options. So right here, this is the Polish bread bag, and this option is the Finnish Gas Mask Bag. Both of these are very inexpensive. You know, you can go all over the internet. You know, you can definitely find these things for anywhere from $20 to $30 depending on where you buy them at. These I got from 5 Call Survival Supply, so if you want to check those guys out, there'll be a link below. They just added these to their website, and I think the prices are pretty decent, so check them out. So let's get into each bag and kind of compare and contrast so you can see the differences and see them side by side. So the first bag we're going to look at is the Finnish Gas Mask Bag. This one I have a lot of experience with. A number of years ago, this was my first haversack that I ever carried and bought. And I did a review of this on Bushcraft USA on their website, on their forum, and started a thread there. And that thread is pretty huge right now. And I kind of showed what I carried in mine and how I modified it and things like that. So the first thing you notice on these Finn gas mask bags is that this is made of a really heavy-duty canvas material. So if you're looking for that vintage canvas look and feel but don't have the money for a Frost River or a Duluth or something like that, this is definitely an option for you. And the great thing about canvas is that you can wax it, you can waterproof it, or you can just leave it as is. Even some of the silicone sprays work well on these to help repel water. The main flap is secured by these press dots, and believe it or not, these are actually pretty secure. I've never had a problem with these coming open on me. You know, maybe over time they may wear out. So, you know, the great thing about these budget bags is that you can actually upgrade these, customize them to your needs. So you want to add a different setup for straps or add some Velcro. You know, this stuff is easily sewn, and since it's such an inexpensive bag, right, it's not a big deal to go ahead and upgrade it. And you open this thing up, the lid folds back, and you have one giant main compartment. And in here I have a water bottle, I have a Stanley Cook kit, I have a small tarp, gloves, and I'm going to flip this around so you guys can see this. Open this flap up, and this is kind of the organization panel of the pack. And we've got some slip pockets in here that you could put pens or saws. In here I've got a spoon on this one. Got my lighter, magnesium block. There's a Altoids tin for a survival kit. My compass in here. So these little pockets are nice for organizing your small gear. And this flap is great because it folds down, it secures with snaps, and that way if the bag flips over, the little things aren't going to all fall out. It's going to hold them in place. So right there, I think it makes for a really nice option. And this bag, you know, as you can see, it holds quite a bit of gear. Not too bad. So let's check the dimensions on this thing real quick. It's about 5 inches wide. About 9.5 inches tall. And just a little under 12 inches in width. So definitely plenty of size. If you're looking for something just to carry around campus and have your iPad and a couple small books, another great option. It's definitely inexpensive. If you lose it, if it gets stolen, you're definitely not going to cry about it because you can just go out and buy another one for under 20 bucks and then you're set. So really cool bag, and they're very easy to find on the internet right now. They're all over the place. Shouldn't have any problems. One thing to note on this bag are the straps. Now, this is the shoulder strap. And it's a thin shoulder strap. A lot of these military surplus bags have very thin straps. So if you want to upgrade this, you're going to have to figure out a way of cutting this off at this point and then sewing in a loop or something so you can add a ring to it, and then you could add a different strap to it if you wish. You could also go the route of putting a pad on it to help that, or just leave it as is. It might just be fine. I'd never had really much of a problem with mine. I found mine comfortable enough. I did have a pad on the shoulder strap that helped a lot. It also has this, this would be a leg strap, but I believe it's big enough that you could actually lengthen this out to be a waist strap, and that will help secure it around your waist if you're riding a bike or hiking, bending over, things like that, so the bag's not flopping around on you. It's really a nice option for a lightweight day kit, haversack, shoulder bag for bushcrafting, camping. Something to throw in the truck maybe, you know, makes a nice little tool bag. There's just lots of options you can use these things for. I've used haversacks also when I go on longer trips, and I will put all my food and my cook kit in here, and then this will be it will supplement my larger pack, so all my gear can be back at my tent, but I can have my food and all this stuff in this bag and then carry that to the fire area, the cooking area, and that works pretty well too. So there's the Finn bag. Polish bag has a very much different material. This is once again, it's some type of canvas, but it seems to have like a coating on it. It feels, I don't know, like it's been coated with something. I don't know how water repellent this is, but definitely you could add more water repellency if you wanted to, but it feels pretty decent the way it is. The buckle system is a little unusual in that you have these different little D-rings that you have to pass the strap through, and then to secure it you need to pass it back through one of the rings. Now, just like the Finn bag, if you want to upgrade this or modify it to your liking, you can do that. I think that's pretty easy to do. I had one of these for a while, and I actually removed these straps and added leather straps with roller buckles, and that was fairly easy to do. I could just rivet that into the flap and rivet it into the body, and it worked fine. So always an option for you to upgrade these. The back of the bag has a carry handle, which is a really nice option. And once again, it has an attached shoulder strap. Now this one is not adjustable and it's pretty short, so I think immediately you're going to want to upgrade the shoulder straps on these unless you're a smaller person. You know, this would probably be a great bag as is for a child. If you have a kid who wants to carry some gear around with them when you go camping, this would be a great option. But as is, you're going to have to do something with this strap for most people. So what I would suggest is just cutting the webbing off, leaving the rings, and then buying a clip-on shoulder strap. Pretty inexpensive. Also has this strapping. It goes all the way around to the bottom. So that's kind of interesting because what you're able to do with this is, if you want, you can undo this. Let's say you have a rain poncho or a tarp, small tarp. You're not going to get anything too big, but you're able to strap that to the bottom and then carry it that way. So that's just another option for carrying more gear. Now when you open this bag up, definitely a different setup here. We have this securing strap, which brings in the load nice and tight. You have a couple of outside pockets, which are perfect for like a folding knife or your Victorinox Swiss Army knife. This has a divided section in here, which is just the right size for a water bottle. The main section is actually big enough to fit a mess kit, and that's the Swedish mess kit. And then it has these pockets that run down the sides. In here I've got a spoon, knife and fork that runs down the side there, has a flap. There's these smaller pockets up here towards the top. These are definitely big enough for some cordage, maybe a fire kit of some sort. And then there's another pocket running down this side. This one's a shorter pocket. So just a nice little bit of organization in this bag. Just like the Finn bag, it's got some organization and then also some large open areas that allow you to really carry all different types of gear with you. Alright guys, I hope you found this useful. Like I said, this is just the first in a series of videos I'm going to do about budget bushcraft. There's lots of different gear that I have that I want to show you guys that is inexpensive, that I picked up along the way, either through military surplus or online deals, or even going to the big box stores like Walmart and Meijer and places like that. There's all kinds of options out there that you can explore that's not going to cost you a lot of money. And if you're just starting out, why spend all that cash on these big expensive items if you're just starting out? Because you want to try this stuff out and see what works for you. Haversacks are not for everybody. A lot of people don't like to carry shoulder bags, so you know, why spend a lot of money on one until you've actually tried a few? And that's kind of where I'm at in my journey right now, because I've been doing this for a while, and I've tried, people who know me, I've tried almost everything out there on the market. And when new stuff comes out, I like to get it and try it out and play with it. It's fun for me. So I'm hoping with my experience and maybe my stupidity of spending money on stuff, you guys can benefit from that. So I have experience with the Finnish Gas Mask Bag and the Polish bread bag. They're great options, very inexpensive, well made, customizable, and they can fit the bill for just about anything that you want to use them for. So check it out. Be ready for some more videos on budget bushcraft, because they are coming up. And as always, thank you for watching my channel. Please like, subscribe, and also hit that little bell icon down there. That's the notification button. So if you hit that, then every time I post a video, you'll get an alert that lets you know that I've posted a new video, and that way you're not missing out on anything. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on The Prepared Wanderer.